During the ongoing war in Iran, nonprofit organization Luke's Wings is helping families of injured service members. The organization provides emergency flights and travel assistance so parents and caregivers can be reunited with their loved ones during recovery. The Luke's Wings team will be visiting Walter Reed Medical Center in Washington this week, bringing care kits to military families. Luke's Wings co-founder and CEO Fletcher Gill joins me now. Fletcher, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So we have this conflict in Iran. Unfortunately, there are casualties, part of war, and there may be more. What are you guys doing to help right now?
Well, we've been providing flights for families and wounded warriors, wounded, ill, and injured service members since 2008. We've done almost 20,000 airplane tickets. It's the only thing we do at Luke's Wings. It's our core competency. We have a very clear mission, very clear scope of work. Right now, because of Operation Epic Fury, we are hoping for the best but planning for the worst. And we have already been started providing flights for families. We had a Sergeant Wynn who was hit by a drone strike in Saudi Arabia, and she suffered some pretty major catastrophic injuries. So she was flown to Landstuhl, Germany. We booked flights for her mom to get to Landstuhl, but then she was successfully stabilized and moved to Walter Reed. So we rebooked the mom to get to Walter Reed. She's there now. But that's the first, that's the first case. We've done 4 flights total, but planning for the worst, we're looking at initially 300 wounded warriors. Now that, there could be no more wounded warriors, but from our vantage point, we need to plan and we need to make sure that we can cover all of those family flights. So 300 wounded warriors times 20 airplane tickets per family times $500 per flight is a $3 million budget to get 6,000 airplane tickets delivered, and that will be our focus for the coming months.
What is the impact when you bring mom, dad, sibling, best friend to the military hospital bed to comfort their service member?
Well, what people need to remember, Mike, is that it's not a couple of days in a hospital. It could be several years. Mm-hmm. And when that happens, you're talking about young men and women who have fragile and young, if you will, relationships with fiancés and their spouses. And if you're telling this family, look, you're going to have to come up with the money to provide flights on a rotational basis for the next 2 to 3 years while your loved one recovers at Walter Reed or some other military hospital, it affects everything.
Sure.
It creates a ripple effect within the family unit. It spikes the suicide rates, the depression rates, and the divorce rates. And so by providing an unlimited number of flights to the families, and right away, right after they are alerted that their loved one has been combat injured, it takes one of the largest line items, off their balance sheet, if you will. And it also just makes them feel like home is down the street and not halfway across the country.
I mentioned at the top, your team's going to go to Walter Reed this week, spreading some cheer, I imagine. What's the mission there?
Well, we were donated a bunch of care kits from Cambridge, a company that put together these wonderful care kits, toothpaste and so mm-hmm. forth. And so we'll go up to Walter Reed and we'll deliver those and make sure that our incoming troops have some care kits for them. But, we're always up at Walter Reed visiting with the Soldier Family Assistance Center and the caregivers and the non-medical attendants, and just making sure that they know we're here and reminding them, that anytime they want to get home or they want to bring in another loved one, we're just a phone call away.
What can our large, patriotic, and proud audience do to help?
Well, on this Palm Sunday and this Easter, and for the next couple of months, I would respectfully encourage the audience to donate to Luke's Wings on our website at lukeswings.org, or donate your Delta miles, or if you're a corporation, give us a call in the office. We'll figure out how to kind of layer you into the Luke's Wings family. Like I said, we're going to hope for the best, but we're going to plan for the worst, and we're going to do everything we can to raise that $3 million and spool up to make sure that if we did have 300 wounded warriors coming back, that we can go to each of them and offer them 20 airplane tickets to bring their family in on a rotational basis while they're recovering. And again, it could be a very long period of time for recovery.
Fletcher, God bless you and your team for the great work you do.
Thank you, sir.